Apparently, you can turn cane stalks into actual paper, but this seems pretty hard to believe. I wanted to test whether it's actually possible, so after harvesting some resources, I boiled them to try and soften the fibres and help break them down. Next, I needed to turn it into a pulp, so my bright idea was to use a blender, which ended in disaster.
That does not look good.
But after studying the expert, I realised that I can grind the fibres the old-fashioned way, so I tried my best to break them down as much as possible. And after a couple of hours, things were finally looking back on track. However, in order to form this pulp into a thin sheet, I need to collect it after it's been dispersed in water. So I made something called a mould and decal, which uses a screen to filter out the broken down particles. And I was very optimistic with how this was looking, but the next day that hope was quickly crushed.
Well, I'm not turning that into a book.
But to honour the sacrifice of my blender, I refused to give up. And I'm glad I didn't, because if I'd done 5 seconds of research, I'd know that I needed some sort of binder. It turns out if I simmer flour in water, it releases the starches, and once added to the mixture, this will help fuse the fibres together and make a strong sheet. And after one last attempt, I was relieved to peel off a functional piece of paper and learnt to never question my childhood again.